This past week I started testing and trading a strategy, and this thing worked ridiculously well. I think I really only had 2 losses total all of last week with 100% daily accuracy. And so make sure to stick around, watch this entire video, and hit that subscribe button, because in this we're fully breaking down that strategy so you can make money with it. What's up, team? It's John with Beginner Trading, and we're back today with yet another video so you can keep improving your trading game. Like I said in the intro, we're looking at this really profitable strategy from this past week. It uses pre-market confirmed levels, and then we look for pullbacks to those areas, and it works ridiculously well. Again, I was going to backtest this one, but it's a really nuanced strategy, and so I think it'll be a little bit more tough to backtest this type of move, but we did have a lot of on-demand examples we went over, and it looked really solid. Before we take a look at those though, if you want to help support your boy here, you can hit the like, hit the sub button below, and if you want to go check out Top Step, they're a funded account program for futures. They fund traders anywhere between 30K up to over 100K if you can prove you're profitable. They're regulated in the US, and they've paid out to their traders almost $2 million this year alone. You can get 20% off through my link, and I'll include that in the description. Let's take a look at these strategies. Okay, so last week was actually a really good week for my own trading. I was able to have a few perfect days in the market, growing not only my penny stock account, but also my futures one. And on top of that, I was also able to take a few experimental strategies from last week's testing with small size, having solid results in those as well. Still, with all of these, there were a few choice strategies that really stuck out, giving me great results in the market. These are ones that are scalping strategies that I hold usually for a minute or less, but are incredibly powerful systems, allowing traders to grow quickly while also giving you solid accuracy and decent risk reward. Now, there is always going to be some risk in day trading, and that is also the truth with these strategies, but if you play them right and really condition yourself to follow the rules, you should have decent results with them. And so let's take a look at the first strategy now. Okay, so like I said in the intro, the first strategy we're looking at is a pre-market high, very quick pullback. But the real key to this type of trade is looking for multiple confirmations in after hours and pre-market. And so we're using FCEL here as an example. And the first thing we really see is a lot of confirmations in pre-market, and really it's kind of the pre-market high right around this 940 or 950 level. That way we can document that level, wait for some type of either red to green move or run up at the open, and then jump in on the pullback to not only the VWAP but also the pre-market high. When we get that, you can see how nice of a confirmation we have here, and a beautiful VWAP bounce, basing it off of not only the VWAP but also the pre-market confirmations. And that's really what I did numerous times last week. I just attacked those type of pullback levels and then jumped in making my money with these. Okay, so to look at an on-demand example of this type of trade, we can take a look at this example here. The first thing we want to do, like I just did here, is document the confirmed level in pre-market. We need a level that has touched multiple times here, and it needs to be the pre-market high or at least right around that area. That way we have a few confirmations and we can look for a pullback to that level and a hold of support there. Also, notice here that just like the last one, the VWAP is right around lining up to that confirmed level from pre-market or after hours. And so the VWAP being around it isn't completely necessary, but it definitely helps. And so that's something that I do look for. And when I see those two levels line up to around the same area, I do consider that one an A+ setup. And so considering that we have it here, we're going to look for the pullback to the VWAP and that confirmed level to try to buy a quick pullback to that area. Once we enter the position, the next step is our reward target, and for these type of trades, I love using half and whole dollar resistance. And so you can see in this specific example, we have that $4 whole dollar level that we can use as a reward target. And so as we start to push up, I take some profit off here, but my main reward target is just an easy whole dollar level. In this case, it's right around $4. And so we scale out of the position, taking profit along the way. And if you approach these trades just like this, they can be really profitable. Okay, so on the next example, we're doing the exact same thing we did in the previous one. The first thing we're looking for this setup is we're looking for confirmation in after hours or pre-market. Once we have a level that's been confirmed numerous times in pre-market, we then look for a break above that level, or at least the stock opening up above it, and then we're looking for a pullback to that level. Another thing that'll really make this trade work really well is if you actually have some intraday confirmation as well. So not only a few confirmations in pre-market or after hours, but also if the stock did respect that level after the opening bell. You can see a little bit of that here, and it's a really nice pullback area. And so when we have all these confirmations, all the other traders see it too, and they're more likely to buy there, which is why it gets momentum from confirmations. And so as the stock starts to push up, we then wait for that pullback to that area that we're looking for. For this example, we don't really have the VWAP and those confirmed levels lining up to the same area, but again, it's not completely necessary. And so once we get the pullback, we jump in with our share sizes, and again, we look for the previous high of the day in this instance, which is a confirmed level, as our reward target. It's a really nice range to attack here, and this is something that you want to get used to if you're taking this setup, is simply just attacking this range, not really looking for huge breakouts over these highs here, just looking for this range to attack. And if you can be patient and disciplined enough to only attack that, it's a really accurate and high percentage play. And so again, looking at our next one here, we're approaching it exactly the same as we did the last two. We're documenting our confirmed support level from pre-market and after hours, and then we're waiting for a pullback to that area. Again, if the VWAP or a whole dollar lines up to that point, it's an A+ setup, but even if not, just like this one here, we're buying on the pullback, and again, we're attacking that range between the pullback level and that previous high of the day. Again, a lot of traders get really greedy in these type of trades, and they try to ride huge breakouts up here. And sure, you could sell a partial position and try to let it test that previous high of the day and maybe break above it. But again, this is just a scalping range strategy. And so if you can stay disciplined and approach it just like this every single time, you'll have less emotions, the accuracy rate will definitely go up, and it'll just be an easier trade to add to your trading arsenal than making it more complicated than it needs to be. It's a very simple trade, but again, a really accurate one at that. Okay, so for our last example here, we're doing it exactly the same as we've been doing. We're looking for a confirmed support or resistance level in pre-market or after hours. We're watching the stock actually break above that and have a really nice breakout. And then once we see that momentum, we're looking for a quick scalping pullback to that level as a dip buy. You can see it happen here, and we get that nice breakout and pullback. And you can also see, just like I mentioned in the last few examples, we do have some confirmation after the bell as well to give a little bit added bonus for us to get into this trade. And so once we get the pullback, we're looking for a quick rip up here. We don't want to be greedy with these type of trades. Again, we're just attacking the range. And again, if you could stay disciplined, only attack the range, find the most A+ setups that have a lot of confirmations with half and whole dollars, the VWAP being right around that area as well, it can be a really accurate trade and setup to add to your arsenal. I hope you'll consider it. Anyways, team, that's it for this one. Remember, if you want to help support me, go check out Top Step. They are a regulated in the US funded account program for futures. They've paid out almost $2 million to their traders this year alone, and they're really cheap. I'll include that link in the description. Also, if you want to join us after these videos or streams, I'll include a link to our free Discord below in the description as well. You can join it, ask us questions, and hang out with us. And again, it's completely free as well. Remember, guys, with all of these strategies, they work for me, but they might not work for you, as always. And you do want to take it really slow when you're testing new strategies, especially if you're using real money. Good luck in the market, guys. Let's keep moving up and growing our accounts as well as this channel. Good luck. We'll see you all next time. Have a good day, and thanks for watching, team.